Shalom again, friends, and welcome to episode 3 of the Behemoth analysis series, a series where we look at all the things you need to know to beat the shit out of certain behemoths. Boy, we're not even wasting time with this fucker. You meet him and he digs. Digging is one of his more annoying moves because you kind of just don't know where the fuck he's gonna end up, but you do have time to look for him. Essentially what this comes down to is just locating him for when he erupts. It's pretty obvious to tell where he's erupting, but once you see him in the air, that's when you want to dodge. Dodging away from the eruption source will let you lead in with hits, but as you saw right there, try not to overinvest. This boss is a grade tier because it leads you into the better examples of what a damage window is and when you should commit. While the previous tier prioritized making you on the assault, this one will prioritize balancing your assault with defense. Overinvest on the creatures of this tier and you'll get punished hard. However, before we go into the semantics of the creature, I just want to say, if you're new to this creature, I highly recommend bringing a sword. The reason for this is the same as the Drask. The tail makes it bigger. You don't want it to be bigger when it's throwing hits at you, so the easiest way to circumvent that is getting rid of its tail. One method I use to get rid of its tail is bait the tail sweep and then dodge twice around it. The tail has an inbound and an outbound hitbox, so dodging twice will let you dodge both of those, and will also have the tail push you into it, so it's almost impossible to miss. It's a fairly obvious hit, and he even looks at you funny from the back when he's about to do it, so you should be able to know when it's coming. In regards to telegraphed attacks though, we've got the slam. It's exactly what it sounds like. He slams. You can identify when this move is coming because he'll lurch his body slightly in the direction opposite of where the hit's coming before jumping in the air. While the punish time is fairly low, you'll get used to exploiting it regardless given how often he uses this. On the topic of moves used often, we have the charge. Generally speaking, if you're in front of the behemoth and it's not doing anything, it'll prep a charge. Before charging, the behemoth will take a few steps back and then throw itself forward. It has a wide hitbox, so I recommend rather than trying to dodge around it, to dodge through it. Also, that move is a pain in the ass. It's so fucking fast, I don't know what to do about it, so instead of dealing with the move, I just get rid of his tail. On the topic of his tail though, that means you're gonna be near his tail, which means you can bait out this move. Similar to the slam, it's laggy and gives you a good time to either cut the tail or just hit him in general. And the animation is obvious, he just picks up his tail. When enraged, the behemoth will stomp 5 times, and then the 6th stomp will cause a larger explosion. During the tantrum, small pools of lava will pop on the floor, and stepping on them will give you a fire debuff. Either avoid stepping in them entirely or wait until he's Aether charged and hit his body. You can tell when he's about to become Aether charged by the amount of fire on his back. When charged, the Hellion becomes more on fire, and when hit on the back, will drop orbs of light. These orbs of light will keep you from being on fire when stepping on the lava that the Hellion drops on the ground. When Aether charged, the behemoth's dig is buffed, as when it lands, it leaves a lava pool, and standing near the landing zone will actually make you burned. On top of that, it gains the ability to spit out fireballs. But generally speaking, as long as you collect the orbs, you can ignore the additional fire effects and continue hitting the behemoth anyway. And really, that's about all you need to worry about with the Hellion. If you stay close to his feet, he'll do a feet swipe, but it's not particularly damaging. It's just kinda to stop you from hitting his feet. Keep in mind though, if you break his feet, he falls down. So consider the feet an opportunity to lead up into hitting other things. And honestly, I'd say that's about most of the things you need to know to beat the shit out of the Hellion. Hope you guys enjoyed. I actually really like making this one because I'm going into tiers I actually like beating up. And hopefully this helps more people. Sorry if I'm scatterbrained, I don't make a script. But deuces Slayers. As per the usual, this is the part where I beg for money. Please pay me. Okay, bye.